It was a very busy day on Highway 401. Radio reported there was an accident on the highway and 2 lanes were blocked. It caused more than a 30-minute delay. I saw young guys my age driving German-branded luxury cars and enjoying their life. I felt skepticism towards my life. Making $20 wasn't enough to make me rich. I checked my bank account. I had exactly $2,152.41, and I remembered there was about $700 cash in my wallet. For someone it was just one bet on the blackjack table, and for someone it's the amount of money that was saved in half a year. I felt unfairness in the society. The sky was so clear, and there was an airplane flying above my head. I wanted to escape from reality. I wasn't a person who would like to go to Europe and have a tour. I was more of a person just staying home drinking beer, but by seeing such a clear sky. I wished I could try what movie characters do at the pool. Order a nice cool cocktail and just relax under the sun. I calculated how much I needed to do such a luxury thing, and it required at least $500. By thinking about the money, I realized I could make $500 at the casino after work. My legs started to shake in the excitement of making money. I couldn't wait until work was done. Once I delivered a part at a body shop in Mississauga. The parts guy in the shabby body shop yelled at me. All I had to do was laugh like an idiot and apologize to him. The grumpy Slavic guy swore in some kind of East European language. When he received parts, he showed the parts to his boss, and his boss's pale face started to gain back the color of life on his face. I was a clown, and so was the parts guy. There are few decent people, but most of them are grumpy and rude. I lost hope in humanity by seeing people at work every day. I hated people in general. The only person I could believe was myself, and I couldn't believe in anyone. I saw the casino on the way home, and every time I saw the casino sign, I was excited. I had insomnia, but the excitement I felt from the casino made me sleep peacefully. I could dream about my future in the casino. It was such an addictive dream that I wish I could sleep all the time. Friday came. I didn't care if customers yelled at me by delivering the wrong parts. It wasn't my fault. It was the dealership's fault who sent the wrong parts, or the parts guys who ordered the wrong parts. All I could do was smile or laugh about it to let it go from my head. After work, I knew where I was heading to. Casino was actually closer than my house. I could arrive at the casino in 10 minutes. The parking lot was not as busy as last time I was here. I grabbed my wallet and walked into the casino hurriedly before anyone took my luck. There were not many people at the entrance, but it was busy enough. People were playing blackjack on the table already, and I had to wait until the cheapest table was empty. I saw one grumpy bald old man on the left side was getting the bad cards, and he was hitting it angrily. There was no such patience or calculation. He was busted with a face card, and the dealer won with its last card number 5. It was 21. He lost all the money, and he was swallowing the dry saliva. The old man looked at his pocket, and he pulled out another $500 from his wallet. It was all the money he had. I saw his wallet was empty. Dealer changed money into chips, and the old man started a fresh new game. The old man yelled at the dealer when the dealer hit the table twice before he waved the table to announce the deal was closed. The dealer seemed confused and unpleasant, and explained his action as politely as he could. The old man mumbled in indistinguishable language, and the game started. The grumpy old man punched the table with a powerless fist once he lost all the money he had. No one on the table pitied him. Other players just looked down and shook their heads. The old man stood up, and it was my turn to join the game. Once I sat down, the group of people said,
"Just give us one round."
"Dealer getting too much blackjack. We just want to refresh the table here."
"Okay." I waited and watched the game. The biker-looking old man got the blackjack, and dealer got heart 3 as an opening card. Dealer had 13 and got busted with a face card. Once a round was over, I asked, "Can I join now?"
Sure. Thank you for waiting.
I bought in 200 and bet one chip on the table. First person got 18, the second person got 20 and 12, and second person was playing on 2 tables together. The person beside me got 20 as well. I got 18. It was a good start considering the dealer's opening card was spade 5. The dealer opened the card. He had diamond 7, and the next card was number heart 10. I barely survived, and I felt the thrill of the game. It was about the same thrill as when I was on the highway, and suddenly one person stepped on the brake. One thrilling feeling was enough to pump my heart. My heart was racing, and I realized it got all my attention. I loved the game, and I loved money. I counted cards as much as I could. I only cared about how many face cards and high numbers showed up, just in case if I got the awkward number I could hit. My strategy worked. I won 10 games straight, and I made $225 so far. I looked at the time. It was only 6:13 p.m. I made more than $200 in a half hour. I questioned myself whether this was a coincidence or whether I was just talented in the game. As much as I played, I realized my emotion was swinging. I felt like I was on a roller coaster ride, but it was getting numb. Just by one chip, I couldn't feel any thrills anymore. My profit was still around 300. Only had 2 more chips than 3 hours ago. I drank the sodas that the waiter brought. I saw the tips were on the tray, but I didn't have any single-dollar chips. I couldn't give them anything. At 9:47, my profit dropped down to 125. At that time I started to hesitate to bet, and regretted that I didn't leave 30 minutes earlier. Even though I was winning $125, all I could think about was my highest profit. By betting a single chip, I realized I might just stay where I was. My feelings, my heated head, betted 2 chips for the first time. There was no calculation. It was just intuitive and improvised. I got blackjack, but the dealer had blackjack as well. It was a push. I felt frustrated, but even before I could think straight, the next round started. I got 2 face cards, and the dealer had 17. I won double the chips, and my profit caught up to 175. I played until my eyes were sore, and I ended up making $500. If I wanted to win quicker, I had to bet more. If I lost the last round, I had to bet bigger. If I wasn't confident enough, then I had to bet the minimum bet. I learned how to adjust the betting this time. At the exit, I looked at the emergency exit sign, the sign of a man figure running towards a door. It seemed like I was just like him. I entered this casino to dream and live. This is where I ended up escaping to. I felt like the casino was such a friendly and peaceful place with endless joys. My weekend would be long and boring, just like any other days before I discovered the casino. While I was walking away from the casino, I knew I would come back here the next day. I thought I would have a nice dream after the win, but I had the nightmare. The nightmare was about being alone somewhere. I didn't know if I was lost or not, but I was left alone in nowhere. I didn't have my car or wallet. I was naked, but nobody discovered who I was, and I cried in the middle of nowhere. I often dream about the same nightmare. It was only 10:43 a.m. in the morning, and I spent most of my time just on the phone, watching short funny videos, and those short videos made me feel like I was empty-headed. I smirked, but couldn't laugh like when I was miserable. I watched the videos of other rich people. They showed off their luxury lives. I couldn't watch the videos of rich people's lives anymore. I could picture myself living in the pretentious luxury life before, but all I could feel was simply jealousy after I realized how meaningless the money was. I was hungry, but I didn't feel like eating another pasta with tomato sauce. Just by thinking about eating the can of tomato pasta sauce, I was about to throw up. It was hard to decide what I wanted to eat. I opened a food ordering application and looked for something I wanted. There was fancy sushi available, but it was about $80, including delivery. It was about 4 hours of my labor. I haven't eaten sushi for almost half a year. I was tempted to order, but I gave up. I didn't want to waste any money. Home made me feel like I was a lazy ass. All I could think about was making money at the moment. I gave up eating and just brushed my teeth. I wore whatever I was wearing at home and got into the car. I started the car and I saw there was not much gas left. I sighed powerlessly and talked to myself. Do I have to pay for the air too in the future?